Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. Your key to the week this week is the Judgment card. Big changes are on the horizon for you, for some of you as well. It's really strange because as soon as I put this card on the board, yes, it has that meaning of big change and a grand clearing of the decks, etc. But the feeling that I got from this first and foremost was that this week it may very well be that you have an argument that is a bit of a finisher. This is very likely to be a separation of some sort or a closing down of a partnership, a friendship, a connection, a collaboration. There's something or someone that you're likely to be parting ways with this week. And the thing is, with the Judgment card, this always represents a profound shift or change, and it very often represents a call to action where you feel like this push from within to make a certain decision or to walk a certain path. Now, the fact that you've got this, and I feel like you're about to have an argument or a separation with someone, this may be the catalyst this may be the catalyst that you needed in order to make a break from a certain person, from a certain situation. So it will be interesting to see how this plays out. Remember as well, this card can represent the blast from the past kind of energy. And remember, at the end of this month, Mercury, the retrograde whore, as I love to call him, will be going retrograde in your sign. So it's going to be an interesting ride of it for sure. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, like peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and options this week, you get the Ten of Cups. Look at that. That's beautiful, right? So this is in your actions and options, which says your focus right now is on the home, on the family, on the things and the people that you consider to be your home. Home isn't just a place. Sometimes and very often it's actually your people. It's the people that you share your space with that actually make it the home that it is, right? Now, that being said, the Ten of Cups with the Judgment card, this is potentially for those of you that have had an opportunity that arose probably within the last 3 months where maybe you never got to go ahead with it. Maybe you didn't have the time, maybe it wasn't open to you or available to you. Well, this does suggest that over the course of this week, that opportunity is likely to come back around for you, and this time you will be able to grasp it with both hands. So that's really fantastic. On another sense as well, in terms of your options or the things that are available to you, this does suggest that you are now looking at your future in a much more realistic sense, which, for a Capricorn, blimey, any more realistic, right? So there is that. I will say though, I really feel like this is something that's coming back into your world. For your communications and conversations, you have the Two of Wands. So this is actually going to be a good week for you guys, especially in terms of lucrative or potentially lucrative opportunities. The Two of Wands, especially with the Judgment card, this is you looking out. And obviously a lot of the communication that you're having is likely to be with people and situations or even in places that have a different caliber of energy or outlook to what you are used to. And when we have an influx of new things into our lives, we often get presented with a choice, right? Something here is going to have to give way, and only you will be able to decide what that is. That Two of Wands though, there is a big decision to be made this week, and there is a new path that will be started down, in some way, shape or form. So you can either get ahead of it and be in charge of it, or you can, be under it and let it happen sort of to you, as the case may be. You've got this with the Ten of Cups. For those of you that are interested in buying homes, looking at homes, etc., this could be either a really good offer on your home, or it could be news of a home or a property that you've seen. Maybe the price is coming down, so it's like maybe you weren't able to have it before, and it's like, oh well, I couldn't afford it, or the price was too high, whatever it might have been. And this week you hear that actually this has gone down, it's now within your budget, or it's now affordable to you. So this could be some really good news on that front. Now, if you haven't got your seat for the winter solstice, why not? This is a big deal, especially for you as a Capricorn, because the winter solstice makes it literally like it marks the beginning of the Capricorn season. And also, this is like literally your energy, right? The solstice happens in the sign of Capricorn. So you want to be a part of this. You can get yours on the link in the description box below. It will be on the 21st of December at 7 p.m. UK time. Tickets are £33.33, and you will also get the replay if you can't make it on the day. The reason this is so important, especially for you guys, is because you're tapping into the magic of the solstice itself. We're going to be talking astrology, numerology. We're going to be looking at the human design of the day and how that day's energies is going to impact the next 3 months and 12 months over the course of the year ahead. So if you want to get ahead for the weird and wonderful year that is going to be 2023, you can get yours on the link in the description box below. So for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could be really good news about your funding. It could be really good news about monies that you have been waiting for, or things that have been on hold in some regard. Maybe even something that you had kind of written off and said, you know what, that's probably never going to happen. This week you could be getting that sort of, yeah, this time it's coming back around. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, it looks like there's a really tasty, either maybe not a bonus, but there's definitely something being given to you by way of a gift. It could be financial, it could be a voucher, it could be you know what, in the new year we're going to look at promoting you. That there's definitely some kind of bonus that's coming in through the work this week. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this could be you really starting to look at the new services, products, etc. that you're wanting to bring into your business. For a lot of you, this may feel like you're going against the grain. And I kind of get the feeling that that's how you're supposed to feel at this moment in time. All right. So if it feels kind of like, oh, you know, this is going to be a big move, don't know if it's going to be the right thing to do. It definitely is. But this week is where you're kind of starting down that path towards whatever it's going to be. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this is a week to spend with loved ones. It's a week to plan get-togethers with loved ones. It's definitely a week for you to start thinking about where you can spend more time with the people that make up what is your home. For your love and relations, you've got the Two of Pentacles. So what do we see here? Two twos. Two twos represents a bond, a pact, or an accord. Now, I know you're thinking to yourself, is this where the argument comes in? Potentially it is, right? Because you've got the Two of Pentacles, which could be like either a dispute or a challenge over money, finances, or resources within the relationship. However, look at this, right? It's almost like as quickly as this comes up and you try to get sort of zzz about it, is as quickly as it will die down. And I kind of feel like if you are parting ways with someone for good this week, it will probably be a lot quieter than you're expecting. Like when I first saw the Judgment card, I was like, I wonder if this is going to be like a stonking row. Now that I see these cards attached to it, I'm kind of like, okay, so this is probably like, you know, like one of those moments where you just kind of quietly and silently unfollow somebody. There's no big drama, you don't make anything about it or out of it. It's just like, you know what, I don't want or need that anymore. And you know what, you just kind of sever ties really quietly. Now, two twos is a bond, a pact, or an accord. So if you are single, this is definitely a week to be open to the possibilities that show up for you, especially if you're having any sort of get together, if you're getting together with family and friends. There could be somebody that catches your eye, or someone whose eye you kind of catch. So this could be really nice. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this week it does suggest to me that you will be laying a challenge around money to rest, where it's kind of like, you know what, you do what you want to do, I'm going to do what I want to do, we'll see where we end up in the middle when we're ready to make sort of different, better, or more solid plans. So there's no real tragedy here, to be fair. For your money and materials, you have the Knight of Cups. So for a select few of you, this is a week where you are probably going to be approached by, and I know at this time of year, a lot of you are probably thinking like, really? This week, it looks like some of you are potentially offered either new work or new jobs. Maybe you're getting headhunted. There is a chance or an opportunity here that comes in through the work that could increase or improve your finances in some way. Now, the reason this is really interesting to me is because this week, out of all of the signs, yours is the only one that's had any good news when it comes to money. And this I find very interesting because Mercury, the planet that rules money, Venus rules money, value and worth and all of that, but Mercury rules the transactional nature of money. And the fact that it's in your sign is what makes me wonder if this is what's protecting you this week. It's just my like Astro Tarot sort of geek brain doing some gymnastics around this. But yeah, it's really interesting because literally every single sign had money issues this week. And what that says to me is that on the wider world stage, we're likely to be seeing some big problem, challenge or issue that is going to affect everybody in some way, shape or form. Now, that being said, you've got the Knight of Cups with this Judgment card. Remember what I said to you about an opportunity coming back around? This is something that maybe you weren't able to move on before, but it comes back up. And so this time, if you have the money, the resources, the time or the attention to give to this thing and you feel like it was for you the first time round, if it's coming back around again, then this time is the time for you to go for it. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, watch out for your feet, your toes and your ankles this week. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, I mean, for some of you, this could be a new arrival. For others, this could be a family member that's coming to stay for an extended period of time. I'll be intrigued to see how this week plays out for a lot of you. With that said, I would love to see you at the winter solstice. Remember, you can get your seat on the link in the description box below. Before we say goodbye, I would like to bless this session for you guys, and I really hope that you have a wonderful week. Take care, and I'll see you soon.